Hi everyone, welcome. Let's make a start seated, just cross-legged. Okay, and you can rest your hands on your knees and we'll draw a few circles with the shoulders one way, seeing how that feels. So maybe this is your first time doing any yoga for a little while. So just checking in and out in that big circles the other way. And we'll take a little twist from here. So your right hand can go outside of your left leg, left fingertips behind. Then you can push into the left fingertips to try and get nice and tall. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then letting it go to the other side. Left hand outside, right leg, right fingertips behind you. And again, taking that nice big breath in. And a long breath out. All right, now we'll come back to the center. We'll let your right ear fall towards the right shoulder. Squeeze the left shoulder down the back. You can draw a circle with your nose so that you're just exploring all that left side there. And then take the circle the other way. And then bring the head back to center, below the left ear towards the left shoulder, right shoulder heavy. And again, we do little circles with the nose. And then take it the other way. Right, and then bringing the head back to center. Just let your eyes close for a moment. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Let's open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Breathe in for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. So hold your breath at the top for 1, 2, and then breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath out at the bottom. 1, 2. Continue like that. Breathing in for 4. Holding your breath at the top for 2. Breathing out for 4. Holding the breath out for 2. Keep it going. Just using the breath to help bring all your awareness in. Learning to control your breathing. Noticing what comes up. And that feeling of filling yourself up with positivity, with lightness on the inhale. And then maybe emptying yourself of any negativity, any darkness on the exhale. And the pauses in between, just those little moments of quiet, of stillness. The breath just bringing you into a relaxed place. You can close your eyes if you haven't already. I'll take one more breath in through the nose. We'll get to the very top of the inhale. Hold your breath at the top. And now this time, open your mouth and exhale, let it go. The eyes closed, face relaxed, just breathe normally in and out through your nose. And then we'll let the chin drop to the chest, and then just let the head swing from side to side. So the chin brushing along the chest over to the right, and then back over to the left. Really get that feeling of letting the head fall heavy as it swings. And you keep the breathing slow and steady, lifting your head right back up to the center. And then we'll start to draw circles with the rib cage. So that space you created while you were breathing, seeing now if you can push the chest forwards, go over to the sides, round into the back, over to the other side. As you inhale, feeling that inflation. As you exhale, the deflation. So you might want to think inhaling as you push your chest forwards, and then exhaling as you push your chest back. So take the circle the other way. And then keeping the hands on the knees, see if you can do a circle with the hips. So you're tilting your pelvis forwards, taking it over to the side, tucking the tail, pushing over to the other side, and then pushing the tailbone up. So trying to find that little circle here. So I like to focus on how it feels there in my sit bones. The sit bones taking me in that little circle and freeing up the hips, getting a little bit warm through the core. Hopefully freeing up any blockages that are there. Taking the circle the other way, so that could be blockages as in tight muscles, ligaments, tendons, or maybe in the more subtle form. Blockages of the chakras, so maybe down that root chakra. And then bringing it right back to the center, we can lift the arms up to the sky. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms face up. So imagine now from your tailbone, all the way up the spine, up to the hands, all of that nice and free and mobile. And we can lean over towards the left side and breathe into the right side. Lifting all the way back up, and we lean over to the right and breathe into the left. And coming back through the center, round into your back and bring your hands down, chin to chest, really push your hands away here. And then lift the arms all the way back up to the sky. And again, as you exhale, round into the back, chin to chest. And then inhale, lift the arms up. Okay, releasing the hands, take them behind your back. Interlace your fingers, have your wrists touching, and then draw your shoulders back, open up the chest. Maybe your knuckles rest on the floor. And if they do, maybe you can lean back and try and open up the chest. Breathing in. And then breathing out, squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. Good. Well done, releasing the hands. And give the shoulders a little shake. And then we're going to lean back, take the hands behind, open your feet as wide as the mat. And now just start to inner and outer rotate the legs. Okay, see if you can tap the floor with the knee and lift the hip up. And then bring it back. So you're kind of lifting the sit bone up off the floor, pushing the hip forwards. That's it with every little change of the legs. Good. So now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Push down to your fingertips, lift yourself up tall, and then walk your way forward. So relax your head forwards. Don't worry too much about rounding into the back now. Just see if you can sink into this stretch. I'm losing my string. I'm feeling it quite deep in my inner thighs and in my hips. I'm going to see if I can take some deep breaths and try and relax there. Relax the knees open, relax the muscles in the legs. I want to get over towards the right hand side and then reach the left hand as far away as you can so that you can then think about a little bit more space there on the left side. So your left shoulder blade, left rib cage, left hip. And then walking the hands all the way over to the other side. And you want to reach the right hand a little bit further away. You know, breathe into that right side, right rib cage, right hip. The inhale, feeling that inflation, and the exhale, relaxing into it. Walking the hands back to the center, we lift yourself up. And we bring the knees up together. And then begin to extend your legs out nice and straight. Give the legs a little bit of a shake out there. Are we ready for the hamstrings? Push down to your fingertips. Try and tilt your pelvis forward so we can get up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, fold forward. So you might want to have a little bend in the legs, especially to begin with. So if you like, try this. Take your fingers and turn them to the back of the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Flex through your feet. Inhale, lift your chest up. And then exhale. See if you can fold over the legs. And don't forget, this can be with the knees bent as well. Breathing in. And breathing out. So every exhale, see if you can sink a little bit deeper. Just listening to your body, listening to your hamstrings. There's a lot of sensations in your back. Definitely try bending your knees a little bit more. Got one more breath. Good, guys, well done. We can start to come all the way back up. And you take the hands behind you, doing the opposite of that now. Bring your feet in, push down to your feet, squeeze your shoulders back, and then lift your hips up. So it's just a little bit of a counter pose, nothing too difficult. Inhale. And then exhale, try and push your feet, feel your hamstrings, feel your glutes. And then slowly lower your bum back down. Well done. Good. Walking forwards. Now we're going to bend the right leg and bring the right heel in towards the right hip. And then just extend your left leg back into a pigeon pose. So hopefully that is, you're ready for your pigeon pose. Maybe start off with your right heel close to your right left hip. And over time we'll see if we can adjust that. So you might want to come down onto your forearms. That feels all right, stay there, otherwise stay up on your hands. And then really push down through the top of your left foot, like you're bringing your left foot to your right foot. And if everything's all right with your left knee, then you can squeeze your left heel into your bum. And imagine you're squeezing a ball in between the thigh and the calf there. You could try pointing your toes, really actively use that hamstring. Be careful, you might get cramp here. Breathing in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then breathing out, and you can release. Let the left leg rest on the floor. Tuck your toes under and see if it's okay to lift the knee up off the floor here. You do any little wiggles that you want to do. Try and push your left heel back, lifting that left knee up off the floor. Then we can walk the hands back towards the knees. You can relax your left knee down onto the mat. And then we're going to roll onto the right side and just bring your left knee to your right foot, your left foot below your left knee. Let's move this right foot now so that it's in line with your right knee. Inhale, we can lift up nice and tall. And then exhale, just start to hinge over your right leg. Maybe you come up to your forearms. That's it. Make sure that there's energy in your left knee, pushing your left knee down, pushing your left ankle down. Maybe you walk your hands out a little bit further forwards. Keep squeezing down into the outer right leg. One more breath. And we're just going to walk the hands over towards the right hand side, keeping your body where it is. Reach your left fingers towards the right side. So you're getting into that left side in the oh, I've forgotten the word. Shoulder blade of the left side of your body. Okay, bringing your left hand back to the center. That's it. Pick yourself right back up. So you've got your right shin parallel to the top of the mat. Play with it. See if you can extend that left leg back. You might need to bring your right heel a little bit closer. Yeah, but we're seeing if we can increase that position for your pigeon pose. But adjust it as you need to, guys. Okay, so bring that right heel closer towards your left hip if you need to. We don't want to hurt your right knee. Inhale. Get to a place that's comfortable. As you exhale, maybe come down onto your forearms. You might want to have the heel close to your left hip, like you did at the beginning. Yeah, maybe your knee is not ready for it at all. Yeah. All right, wherever you are, bring yourself right back up. Okay, and we're going to swing your left leg forwards. And bring your right foot underneath, inside your left leg. Foot pressing into the inner left leg. Lift up tall, and then exhale, fold over your leg. Hold it there. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Hopefully that right hip is feeling nice. And the left hamstring is probably still a little bit stiff, but can you squeeze your right knee down towards the floor there? Good. Okay, come all the way back up. And you're going to bend your left leg in and then extend your right leg back. Okay, bring your right heel close to your left hip. You can untuck your back toes and take a moment now. How stiff does this left hip feel now in comparison? So we can come down onto your forearms. You can stay here and then work on pushing down through your right foot. Really push down to the right foot like you're bringing it to the left foot. Try and relax your left hip. So then you can try squeezing your right heel into your bum, like you've got a ball in between your calf and your thigh, the hamstring. You squeeze it in, actively squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, be careful. This is like the perfect place to get some cramp, but squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And of course, if it's too much, then you are going to stay as you are. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze a little bit more. And then release. Good. And you can tuck your right toes under to lift your right knee off the floor. And again, do any little wiggles that help you here. Really think about pushing back through your right heel. Good. You can lower your right knee to the floor. Come up onto your fingertips. That's it now. You're going to bring your right knee in line with your right hip, right foot below your right knee, and then left foot in line with your left knee. It's amazing how different each side feels. This one's so much stiffer. Inhale, lift up, push down through your right knee, left foot, and then fold forward. So you can use your hands, maybe come down onto your forearms. Okay, and then relax. Maybe close your eyes, breathe into what you're feeling. Maybe it's the same for you. The left side is a little bit more troublesome for some reason. I know why it is for me. Always teaching. You always tend to demonstrate on one side and then watch on the other side. That's something I need to change. Make sure I demonstrate on the left side and then watch on the right. Then you can walk your hands over towards the left. And you're going to reach your right hand over towards the left side. Try not to lift your right knee. Try and squeeze it down. Find that space here. Breathing in. So, breathing in. Good. All right, great. Bring yourself back to the center. Lifting yourself right back up. So like on the other side, if you want, bring your heel a little bit closer towards your right hip. Then you're going to extend your right leg back. So you're coming back into pigeon, but seeing if you can have this foot a little bit more parallel to the top of the mat. You might not. It might be exactly as it was in your last pigeon. See how it goes. And as you exhale, you can fold it forwards. Just take a moment. Listening to the left knee. We don't want the left knee pulling here. And you're coming back up. You're going to fall onto the left side and then swing your right leg forwards. Bring your left foot to your inner right thigh. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. And then exhale and fold over your right leg. Good. So yes, the right hamstring is probably still tight, but can you squeeze your left knee down? Can you think about drawing the chest to the toes? I love that idea, that visual, chest to your toes. Okay, slowly start to make your way right back up. Now you're going to bend your right leg, okay, and then just come onto your right foot, and then extend your left leg all the way back. Yeah, so coming into like a really low runner's lunge. Now, if you notice, my knee is past my toes. I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to lower your right knee to the floor, but have your right hip on your right heel. So it might be a little bit of pressure on your foot. Hopefully it's okay though, and you can come down onto your forearms here. Okay, you can relax your left knee down onto the mat for a minute. You're getting a stretch through your right toes, that's cool. And then squeeze your left heel into your bum again to get that hamstring working. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lower the left leg back down. And then lift the back knee and push into your forearms. Just see if you can lift the left leg off the floor. It might not lift today. So you're just playing with it. You're definitely getting a stretch in the right toes. You can do little pulses with the left leg. Adjust it, change it, make it suit you. Lower your left foot, lower your left knee, come back. And you're going to take your right leg back into a little down dog. You can bend your knees, you can wiggle your hips. Shake out the feet, especially that right foot. Good. And then we're going to bring your left foot inside your left hand. You might want to drop your right knee to do that. Yeah. And then lean forward. You can slide your right leg back. Remember, your knee is past your toes. It's not somewhere that we go often. But you're going to take it forwards, keeping your left hip on your heel, lower your knee to the floor. You can come down onto your forearm. So again, you're getting a nice stretch through your left foot. You can lower the right knee and squeeze the heel into the bum. So you're getting the hamstring working already, firing up, drawing your chest forwards. Lowering the foot back down. Lifting the back knee, so you could stay here, push down through your forearms, core is engaged, lift your right leg up, and you do little pulses. Yeah, so if you draw your belly button back, that's going to help you to find your core muscles, and we're working the hamstring, we're working the glute. We're stretching the left foot. Lower the right knee. Good. Now come back up onto your hands. And then take your left leg back, downward dog. So you can wiggle here. You can press your heels down. You can lift your toes up. Whatever feels right for you. Good, good, good. Now, walking your feet towards your hands. We just want to sit down onto our bum. So, however you can get there, sitting down onto your bum. Good. Reaching your arms forwards, and then we can slowly lower down onto the back. Getting a little bit more into the hip now. Have your left foot on the floor. Bring your right knee into your chest without using your hands. And then draw a big circle with the right knee. So hopefully that should feel quite nice. Don't let your left hip lift. Squeeze your left foot down into the mat. Take the circle the other way. Nice big click there for me. Good. Bring the right knee into your chest. Really squeeze the belly button back towards your chest, towards your spine. And then pop your right foot outside of your left, on top of your left thigh, opening up the right knee. Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, draw the left knee into your chest. You still don't need to use any hands here. Let your right foot and your outer left leg fall to the floor on the left side. So you're keeping everything as it is. Putting the sole of your right foot on the floor, the outer left leg on the floor. Catch hold of your right foot with your left hand and then use your right hand to press your right knee away. So now we're getting into the side of your right leg, all the way down by the IT band there. You should feel it. Good. Okay, then you can keep the shape of the legs, but just bring everything back to the center. Lower your left foot down onto the mat. Take your right leg to the sky and circle your ankle. Feels nice. Circle it the other way. Good. Lower your right foot back down onto the mat. And we'll bring the left knee into your chest. Squeeze it in. And then start to circle your left knee. Okay, notice if you push down through your right foot, it helps that right side to stay a little bit stronger while we work with the rotation. Take the circle the other way. Good. Okay, and then you can bring the left knee into your chest, squeeze it in, and then pop your left ankle on the top of the right thigh, open up the knee. Squeeze the right thigh into your chest. Really push into the leg. Don't use your hands, remember. And now you're going to let your left foot fall to the right side. Your outer right leg falls to the side, to the right side. Yeah, keep everything as it is. Now hold on to your left foot with your right hand. And then left hand is going to push your left knee away. So you can breathe into that left side here. Breath in. And breath out. All right, release and then come right back to the center. And we're going to pop your right foot down to the mat and then left leg up to the sky. And again, you can point and flex, do little circles with the foot. Good. Pop your left foot back down onto the mat. Breathe in, belly inflates. Breathe out, draw your belly button back. We'll push through both feet and then just lift the hips up to the sky. And then you can lower the spine right back down, vertebra by vertebra. Just feel each of the vertebra. Feel your glutes, feel your hamstrings, feel your core. And again, a belly back. Push down through the feet, lift the hips up. We'll create a little bit of a rhythm there. And then slowly lower the spine. Good. 2 more times as you exhale, belly button back. Push down through both feet, lift the hips up. Lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Last time, squeeze your belly button back, tuck your tail, push through both feet, lift the hips up. Good, and then as you exhale, lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Okay, from here, once the tailbone touches the floor, bring both knees in towards your chest at the same time. Squeeze them in. Try and lift your hips up here. So you can lift the hips up and then lower back down. So you're really using your core to lift the hips up and lower back down. Good to get a strong core. Keep squeezing the heels into your bum. A few more times. Just lifting the sit bones up, hips up, and lowering back down. Good, last time. Nice little lift. Good, and then place both feet down onto the mat at the same time. Nice, guys. From there, just bring your soles of the feet together, knees open. Arms can come up and over your head. It's my favorite place to have the arms. It's nice to feel your chest have all that space. It's nice to notice how your shoulder blades feel pressing into the mat. And can you really flatten the shoulder blades down? Can you feel the arms, the backs of the hands? And if not, don't worry, you will get there eventually. Breath in. Breath out. It's nice here to press your feet together, lift your hips up. I do this all the time. And then move your tailbone a little bit closer towards your heels as you lower your spine down. Just helps to feel more of the spine on the floor. Rock from side to side, or anything you want to do here. Take one more breath. Two options, take it into a happy baby or into a plow pose. Bring your knees right back into your chest. If you're taking happy baby, hold on to the outer edges of the feet. We'll squeeze the thighs down. And if you want to go for that plow pose, take the legs up and over your head. Toes touching the floor behind your head. If you're in happy baby, press the tailbone down into the mat. It. And if you're in plow pose, make sure that the weight is in your elbows. Yeah. Take one more breath here. So if you are in plow, make your way to happy baby. And from happy baby, keep hold of your right foot and just let your left foot rest on the floor. Squeeze your right thigh a little bit further down towards the right side of your body, and then extend your left leg straight. We are working on trying to feel the back of your left leg on the mat, and it might not get there just yet. So you'll do the best you can, pushing through your left heel, drawing your left toes towards your head. Lift your left leg all the way back up to the sky, nice and straight. And then rebend your left leg, catch hold of the outer edge of the foot. You could also hold on behind your left thigh. And we'll put the right foot down onto the mat, knee bent. Squeeze your left leg a little bit further to the outer left rib cage, and then extend your right leg forwards. Push your right heel, squeeze the back of your right leg down into the mat. Breath in. And breath out. You lift your right leg all the way back up to the sky. Catch hold of the outer edge of the foot back into your happy baby. And releasing the legs, take both feet straight up to the sky. Arms can go up and over your head. Pointing your toes, you can draw a circle on the ceiling with both feet. I love the massage on your lower back here. I think I say it every time. And then circle it the other way. Hug your knees into your chest, don't use your arms. Lift your hips up and just move your hips over towards the right side, and then let both knees fall to the left side. So with the hips having that little bit of edge over, it does get you a little bit deeper into the twist, so be careful. Take your arms out to the sides. Take your right arm up to the sky and then lay it over your left arm. Roll yourself into like a little fetal shape with the arms straight. And then take your right arm all the way back up to the sky and try and lower the back of the right hand to the floor there on that right side. Squeeze the right shoulder down into the floor. How's that feel? You can bring your knees right back into your chest, and then bring your hips so they're back to the center of the mat, and then lift your hips up, and we'll take them over to the left, and then let both knees fall to the right. Remembering it's a little bit of a bigger stretch, bigger twist. Breathing in. As you breathe out, take your left arm up to the sky, and then let's bring the left hand on top of the right hand, rolling onto the right side. And then take your left arm up to the sky, and then notice what parts of the back touch the floor first as you take your left arm back over towards the left side. Long breath in. Long breath in. Good. All right, bringing your knees back to the center, bringing your hips back in line. Take the hands behind the thighs, and you're going to roll forwards and back, making your way up. And we're going to make our way into a Virasana. All right, so somehow you'll get there. You'll walk your hands forwards and then come up onto your feet somehow. Yeah. And bring your elbows into your knees. See how that feels. Push your hands together, open up the knees wide and lift your chest up. Hopefully that feels quite nice. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Your last little stretch, if you can be here a little bit longer, then you carry on. Right arm underneath your right shin, left arm up to the sky. If you want though, you could grab a block and place the block underneath your heels. You could also place it underneath your bum. Yeah. Maybe now you can rotate your palm face up, wrap it around your right shin, and then take your left hand behind your back to open up your left shoulder, left rib cage. That's it. Push down into that left foot. And then release. Come back to the center. Left arm underneath your left shin. Right arm up to the sky. Take the right hand behind your back. Make sure now your left palm turns upwards towards the sky. and then you'll catch hold of the hands or not. Maybe you're just reaching for the hands. That's also perfect. Squeeze down through your right foot. And then release. Nice, guys. Just put your hands down onto the floor and then bring your shins underneath you. Sit back into your heels, last little pose. Take the hands back, fingers pointing away. Push down through your shins and then lift your hips up. Counterposing your Virasana. Inhale. And exhale. Sitting your bum back down onto your heels. Now you're welcome to stay here in Virasana, hands on the thighs, palms faced up. Relax your shoulders down the back. You can also sit cross-legged. And we'll be here for a little moment. Eyes closed, face relaxed. So like you did at the beginning, breathe in for 4 slow counts. Holding your breath at the top. Breathing out for 4 slow counts. Holding your breath out at the bottom. Again, breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath at the top. Breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath out at the bottom. And again, breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath at the top. And then breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath out at the bottom. Last time, breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath at the top. And breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath out at the bottom. Take a breath in. Hold your breath at the top. Open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Let's breathe normally, naturally. Now, if you want to grab a blanket, you can, but lay down into your Shavasana shape. You might want to keep your eyes closed. If you want to grab your blanket, pop your blanket over you. Sit, go for that. You can have your feet to the corners of the mat, arms down by your side. So make yourself cozy. If you create a little bit of heat through that and took clothes off, maybe you'll put some more back on. But find a place that you're comfortable, that you can relax. You've spent time opening up all the different little secret doorways within your body, all the little places where we get a little bit blocked, a little bit tight. Those blockages can give us stress, cause tension. Physically freeing them up can help us so much mentally. So hopefully you're feeling that right now. And you can relax. You can take these next few moments just to relax completely. Although I'm not talking, I'm still here. Just give yourself the next few moments to let go. Just keeping the eyes closed. And start to breathe a little bit deeper. You're welcome to continue your Shavasana if you have more time. Otherwise, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. You can take a deep breath in as you reach your arms above the head, do a full body stretch there. And you can roll over to the right hand side into a fetal shape. Just taking a little bit of time there. Eyes closed, make your way up to seated to face the front. There's no rush. Palms together, thumbs into your chest bone in gratitude to the practice. And in gratitude to you guys for being here with me today. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take your time. Go slowly. Have a beautiful rest of your day.